morning everyone, welcome back. So last day we read about the parts of speech and I have taught you 8 parts of speech. So without wasting any time, let us start the first topic of parts of speech, that was noun. So in my last class I have said that I am going to teach you about noun. So here is the topic, noun. See, I already said you the definition. Okay, so what is noun? Noun is a naming word or the name of person, place or animals or things is called noun. Today we will read about the classification also, but before that I must give you some examples. See, you can get the examples from the definition itself. As noun is a naming word, okay, what is the other definition I gave you? Noun is the name of person, place, animal or thing. So name of any person, okay. So it can be Mohit. Name of any person, place, Delhi. Thing, anything, name of anything, pen, pencil, book, whatever you can name. So animal, cat, dog, whatever. So name of any person, place, things or animals are called noun. Okay, so these are the examples, but there are different categories of it. So I am going to start this lesson with the categories. See, generally in the books you have read that there are 2 types of noun, 3 types of noun or 5 types of nouns. Okay, according to the classes it is given. For if it is primary, they give only 2 or 3 types. If it is 5th or 6th class, they give 5 types. But you may get confused in some of the books. The types of noun, they give common noun, proper noun. But in some of the books, the classification is countable noun and uncountable noun. So no need to get confused. I am going to tell you the classification of it. See, there are 3 types of classification. Okay, the first classification is on the basis of number. On the basis of number. So sometimes they classify noun on the basis of number. Now on the basis of number, when they classify noun, what are the types they give? The types are countable noun and uncountable noun. Countable and uncountable. Okay, these are the 2 types they give. Now under countable noun, they give singular and plural. You read singular noun, plural nouns, right? Singular and second one is plural. So on the basis of number, classification of noun is there are 2 types of noun, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So in countable nouns, we categorize this. There are 2 types of countable noun. One is singular noun, another is plural noun. So in singular noun, what it comes? Anything which is 1 in number, that is singular noun. I have 1 duster. I have a duster or 1 duster, singular. I have 2 markers, S added. So whenever the thing is 1 in number, it can be anything, place or whatever. So if it is 1 in number, then it is singular, and if it is more than 1, it can be 2, 3 or any number more than 1, then that comes under plural noun. Okay, so I will make a separate video on singular, plural, one separate video. In that you will only know about singulars and plurals. Okay, now let us see the types, the other types. What is the second basis? On the basis of gender. On the basis of gender. This is the second classification, on the basis of gender. Now what comes under this? On the basis of gender, the first one is masculine. The first one is masculine. We say male. Okay. Second one is feminine, female. Third one is, there are four actually. There are four. Third one is common. And the fourth one is neuter. The fourth one is neuter. So, have a look here. Masculine noun. Masculine gender noun. In this, all the male categories come. Male categories in the sense father, brother, uncle, Mr. Okay. I am not writing all. I am just saying you. From the word, when you come to know that the person is a male, masculine gender, a man, boy, father, uncle, nephew. Okay. So these words will come under masculine, male, and feminine gender is female. It can be miss, ma'am, madam, mother, sister. So even mother, Mrs. So sister, niece, all these things. And what comes under common gender noun? When we know whether the person is male or female, we can categorize into masculine and feminine. Okay, right? But sometimes we don't know whether the person is male or female. We are talking about a boy or a girl. Either we are talking about a men or women. We don't know. So in that case, what can be such type of words? Any idea? I am telling you, doctor. Okay. Teacher. Doctor, teacher, engineer. I mean all the professions. All the professions. So generally, see, doctor can be a lady doctor, a gents doctor. Teacher can also be sir or ma'am. So when we don't know whether they are male or female, so then it comes under common gender noun. When they can be male or female, anyone. So that comes in common gender noun. There is one more common noun. I am going to tell about that too. But this is common gender noun. Don't get confused. This is common gender noun. Okay, one common noun is also there. Common gender noun. Now the fourth one is neuter. In neuter, what it comes? All the non-living things. Table, bench, chair. Okay, pen, pencil, book, table. These are called neuter gender. Okay. Now coming to the main kinds. First one is on the basis of number, countable and uncountable. Second one is on the basis of gender, masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Now coming to the types of it. Coming to the types of noun or kinds of noun, you can say. Have a look here. Now coming to the main kinds of noun. Its kinds. Now in the kinds, what it comes? Common noun. That was common gender noun and this is common noun. Okay. Next one is proper noun. Next one is proper noun. Third one is collective noun. Third one is collective noun. Fourth one is, let me write here. Fourth one is material noun. And fifth one is last abstract noun. Fifth one is abstract noun. Now see, what is common noun? The word itself will tell you the meaning of it. Common. Common means which is found in more than one places or in more than one things. See, this word common, you understand in this way, a word which is which can be used for more than one person or more than one thing. Okay, for example, boy. Now see, I am talking about this common noun. Suppose in my class there are many students, Mohit, Sohan, Raj, okay, Ajay, Vijay. So these all are boys. I can say one word for all these names. If there is any Sita, Geeta, Neha, I cannot call them boys because those are the names of girls. But I can use one word for all the girls, that is girl. For Neha, if I call Neha, I can call her a girl. If I am calling Geeta, I can call her also a girl. If I am calling Pooja, I can call her also a girl. So these are the common words that we can use for more than one person. So boy, girl, these comes under common noun. Even school, there are many schools, right? If I take a particular name, Sri Chaitanya or Ravindra Bharati or Abhyas, so these are the different names of the school, but there is one word that we can use for all these three, that is the school. So this is also a common noun. Now coming to the proper noun, when we start taking particular name, this is a general name. What is a common noun? Common noun is a general name given to same kind of group. Okay, not group but same kind of person, we can say. So a general name, common noun is a general name, but proper noun is a particular name. Proper noun is a particular name. As I have written boy here, I can write Vijay here. Okay. As I have written girl here, I can write any name here. Neha. Okay. I have written school here. You can take any particular name. So when you take any particular name that you can call only to that person or only to that thing, so that will be proper noun. Proper noun indicates the particular name of something. Coming to the third one, collective noun. See, what is the meaning of collect? Collect means to gather. So when we gather things, when we collect things, what it happens? It makes a group. It makes a group. For example, do you watch cricket? There are, how many players are there in one team? 11 players, right? So 11 players, they make one group. What is that group called of players? That is called team. Team of players we say. Okay. So basically, you can say that collective noun is a name of any group. So name of any group is called collective noun. So for different things, for different people, there is a particular name for group. If there are many people gathered in one place, what do we call that? If suppose there are many men, women, boys gathered in one place, we call that as a crowd. If any one person is standing in one place, we cannot say that there is a crowd. When do we say that there is a crowd? When there are many people together in one place. So crowd is also a collective noun. Now see, there are different names for the different groups, as I said. Groups of lion is called pride. Pride of lion. Okay. Flowers. Group of flowers is bouquet. Bouquet of flowers. You must know the spelling also. B-O-U-Q-U-E-T. In this spelling T will be silent. So bouquet. We read it as bouquet. Bouquet of flowers. What is that bouquet? It's a group of flowers. So name of any group is collective noun. Coming to the fourth one, material noun. See, material. We often use this word material. When we make any product, when we cook something or when we make something, we use different things. All those different things are the materials. For example, I want one house, a new building I want to make. I want to get it built. So what will I in need of? Means what are the materials are required for making a building or for making a house? Cement, bricks. Okay. So what are these? These are materials. Let me give you some other example. I want one earring. Okay. I want earring. Either that will be of silver or gold. So these are the material used for making jewelries, right? Silver, gold. So I am writing these words here. Silver, gold. Not only this, if you want to drink tea or if you want to prepare tea, what are the materials you need? Sugar, milk, tea, right? So milk, sugar, these are also called material noun. These are also called material noun. Whenever we need the different materials to make something, so those materials that we use, they all come under material noun. Okay. Now the last one is abstract noun. Abstract noun, you cannot see, it is something to be felt. It is something to be felt. You can just feel. Example, if you are hungry, you want to eat something, right? So if you are hungry, what is the name of that state? The name of being hungry, the state of being hungry is called hunger. What is that word called? That word is called hunger. I am very angry on you because you don't do your homeworks, right? I am very angry. Your writing is not good. So if I am very angry, what is the state of my mind? What is the name of that state of being angry? Name of that state of being angry is called anger. Is called anger. Or many things. Suppose you help all your friends. You're very kind. You're very kind. So what is the name of your quality? If you're very kind and you help many poor people, if you help all your friends, so you're very kind, right? So what is the name of that quality? The state of your quality. So name of anything is noun, I said. So name of qualities will be abstract noun. Noun, but which kind of noun? Abstract noun. Because quality is something that we can feel, we can understand. Okay, those are the emotions. It cannot be seen. So if you are very kind and you help everybody, what is that state called? What is the name of that quality? That is kindness. That is kindness. Okay, that is kindness. So abstract noun are the names of feelings, emotions. Okay, name of any it can be your talent, it can be your quality. Name of your quality. That quality is adjective, that is different, but name of that quality will be abstract noun. So this was your lesson, noun, a complete lesson of noun. You just need to do revision, and I said so many things at a time. You just need to, if you forget anything, you can go back or you can pause, you can write down, or you just need to see my videos so many times so that you can keep all these things in your mind. Okay, so it is your work to note down if you think something is necessary. If everything is here, no need to be in the book. But if in case you forget, you cannot keep all these things in your mind, you can just note down in your notebook, and that will be helpful for your examination. Or otherwise, if you forget, my videos are available. You can see it at any time. So keep practicing, work hard, have a good day. Thank you.